Hello again, YouTube. We're back with more Minecraft, because why not?
Is that what we're playing?
No, actually, we're playing Monster Hunter World.
The graphics have really changed in the last couple patches.
I know, right? It's become a lot blockier for some reason.
Not a lot of monster hunting going on.
I don't know about you, but I'm hunting plenty of monsters.
Nah.
That's not true. I'm farming plenty of monsters.
How many of them are you actually fighting versus just spawning gates in your little room of death? And
yeah, we won't talk about that, which is actually another thing that I should work on at some point. I want to install some fans into the ceiling so it pushes the flying enemies down. So anyway, first thing we're gonna do today is I need better power, so I made a Nitro Magmator and a couple of Ender tanks. So we're going to the Nether. No. Ooh, I crashed.
did you actually?
Yeah.
What a great start to a recording. Hey guys, we're just gonna quickly jump over to the Nether and oops, fuck me.
Oh, it actually fully crashed my client too.
Oh yeah, there you go. Left the game. Look at you go.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ. There's just so many enchantments that you can get when you have Apotheosis and shit installed. Like, good gravy, man.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying though that it flips the rarity in some cases. Like, I just wish it made it a little bit more distributed instead of making the common ones rare and the rare ones common. Just make them all common.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'll praise those dumbass wandering traders for handing me just the most amount of swords with like sharpness 10 on them. And
yeah, I had one that had that sharpness 10 sword, but he wanted 32 phantom membrane for it, and I don't have that.
yeah, I may or may not have bought like 3 of those. Listen, you ever want enchantments, you just come on by.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm working on it. I'm doing that usual thing you do when you play modded, which is that you can never really focus on one thing. It's like I half started the Britannia setup, I started doing Mistag, I have a full enchantment setup, Create still isn't finished, I kind of got into automating my machines, but I still haven't really finished that. Just there's a map, I'm all over it.
Yep. Oh, trust me, I know the feeling, because even I'm sitting here and like, there's things I needed to do for the recording, but I could be doing this instead.
Yeah.
Pause break.
Just
there we go.
Don't be me who was about to message you and say, I think something's broken because my dimensional transceiver thing with refined storage stopped working. Yeah, I kind of forgot to chunk load the new building that I put it in.
That would do it, wouldn't it?
Just in the usual I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Just, I'm an idiot kind of moment. Just, yep, here I am. Hello, it's me. I'm the problem.
Yep. Then again, I mean, we did find that glitch with the advanced transmitter.
Yes, we did, and thankfully I remembered that this time that I only used a default, but I was like, I was really concerned because what had originally happened was I was using a quote-unquote normal one for the controller, and then I'd said, okay, I'm going to do my usual thing and dye everything purple, because imagine me preferring things to be purple.
I know, right?
And as soon as I did that, it stopped working because I'd gone to the mining dimension because, you know, the benefits of having access to creative energy cells is I have basically a max tier mining drill. So I was just going absolutely hog wild in the mining dimension for shits and giggles. And every time I went to go do something, I couldn't actually... It was really weird because what would happen was I could access my system, but I couldn't take anything from it or put anything back. So it was like it didn't clue into me that it wasn't chunk loader because my brain was like, well, if it's opening at all, surely it should be working. Obviously, factually incorrect, you absolute dumbass, but you know, at the time it's a somewhat reasonable conclusion to come to because yeah, obviously, like if it's opening at all, because usually if something isn't working, like it's not chunk loaded or whatever, the thing I'm used to having happen is that it just says no, like there's no wireless transmitter in range or whatever, screw you, go away.
Yeah. And I guess for the benefit of YouTube, I'll just say welcome back and assume that I cut out the waiting for the game to load.
I really hope you forget to cut that out, and it's just in the middle of you just sitting there, just for the benefit of YouTube, you've been here the whole time.
Yeah, really. But no, I say I'll probably remember, but there's a very good chance I'll forget.
You will make an effort.
Yeah, I will make an effort. A single effort, though.
Just one.
Oh, that's not in a trunk.
Well, these are all...
Okay. So we will hang it on. See it chewing through the lava.
I can't remember if you and I ever figured out a solution to filtering enchanted items or not.
Yeah, industrial foregoing.
Industrial foregoing... Does it have item transfer?
I don't know that it has item transfer off the top of my head, but it had that block that filters out enchanted items.
Oh, the enchantment extractor?
No, the enchantment extractor, I believe, actually extracts the enchants.
Oh, the enchantment sorter. Is that what you were thinking of?
I think so, yes. If I'm remembering right, that will sort enchanted items and non-enchanted items.
Okay.
Of course, you have to have the book in your inventory to tell, but you could go grab the, what is that book called this time around?
Not the Alkashic Tome or whatever the usual title
the
is?
The Eccentric Tome, that's what it's called. Okay. Cool. Bottomless supply. Oh yeah, and for the benefit of why I'm doing this, I could extract using create, and it would absolutely work. However...
Oh yeah, I meant to go do that.
Yeah, create is a little on the slow side when it comes to extracting lava. So we're gonna use mechanism. Because we need a lot of lava.
And everyone knows that if you want a very reasonable and well-balanced mod, mechanism is the first place you look.
Exactly. It is extremely well-balanced, as everybody says. So... that's not really extracting fast enough for my liking. Let's see if we can make it go faster.
Ultimate energy tubes. Let's go.
My character just farted, and I'm just like, what was that? And then I just realized, oh right, I found a whoopee cushion.
So you just put the mechanical pipes directly on the hose pulley, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
There we go. That is so much better.
Ultimate mechanical pipe. This is... Wait, can ultimate mechanical pipes pump into fluid pipes from Create?
Good question. Unknown. So...
it's not up here, so...
now that that is full and is generating power, we need a way of transferring that power. And the answer to that, I thought was going to be power. I really did. And then I realized I kind of hate Powa's wireless transfer, if I'm honest.
Oh?
Because it requires me to make a max tier energy cell to be at all useful. So we're going to use quantum entangleporters.
I wondered about that. The player wireless power is fine, though. It's not cheap per se, but it's fine.
No, it's doable, but yeah, as far as making... this is actually going to take a little bit more effort than I was prepared to do right now. But yeah, like I made the nitro, or was it spirited? Spirited ender cell. And then I looked at what it was going to take to make a spirited, like, energy cell. And you require 2 of the previous tier to make the next tier.
Oh, gross.
So obviously that gets a little expensive pretty quick.
It does. I mean, creative botany hoppers with mistag seeds of the relevant seeds make it tolerable, but it's still not awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not there yet, so at least for the time being, because I also, like, I just want to get enough power to sustain wireless and whatever auto-crafting I want to set up.
Yeah, that's fair.
So all I need is a couple quantum entangleporters and this magmatic gen, and I have that. So we're gonna grab an osmium compressor.
Dare you be so original?
Yeah, I know, it's really my thing is being reasonable, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Never been unreasonable in my life.
Can't think of a single time, in fact.
Yep. Not like everybody in the other voice channel would call me bullshit 90% of the time.
Listen.
We don't talk about that.
Everyone plays their video games differently. You and I have a propensity for playing our video games in the manner of how simply broken
can we make
things.
Exactly. Which means I'm also going to upgrade my furnace to a vibranium furnace. And can I make an unobtainium furnace? That's...
Yeah, I wasn't quite there yet, so I'm sadly sitting at vibranium just because I was waiting until I had bothered to set up quantum entangleporters so that I could actually have RF tools, dimensional receivers all over the place so I can teleport around, because the lack of waystones is making life a little painful.
Yeah. I set up next to a waystone, so if I find one far enough away, it's actually useful.
Yeah, I made that mistake. I think this one, it's not too far, but I'm just stupid.
Yeah. It's not close. It's...
No, and let me tell you, deciding to get fully decked out apotheosis meant finding 11 dragon heads, which meant scouring the end. Because I'm sure there's other ways to get them. Fastest way is just to find boats.
Yeah.
What else do I want on my sword? Backstabbing?
Okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna switch those, and we're gonna get enough alloy to make it an alloy. Video game references.
Hell yeah. We love deadpan references.
Yep. Best kind of reference is a deadpan reference. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, is that actually enough to make quantum entangleporter? I don't think it is. Quantum entangleporter. No, it's not. Especially not
Angle
two.
my porter.
Okay, so there's the 2 cores that I need at least. And I made some obsidian off cam because I knew I was gonna need some.
He did things off camera, kill him.
I know, right? We'll do 16, so I'll need 2 diamonds enriched. Oh, right, I actually enriched the obsidian too. Boop. And boop. God, I love the speed upgrades for Mechanism.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you can actually afford to pay for it.
Yeah. Like, it's still not the fastest thing in the world, don't get me wrong, but it's so much better than a default. Okay, so I've got 2 of those. Why haven't I bookmarked the Quantum Entangleporter yet? There. Okay. So each of these requires 2. So that's 4 by itself, so 8, and then another 4 is 12. Great. Each one of these makes 2, so I need 6 enriched. And we're going to use all the alloy except 1 that I have on. Perfect. Who needs a crafting calculator when you can just do it in your head?
Math? In this video game? In this economy?
In this economy. I'm starting to run low on redstone. I really, really do need to set up some automation here.
The joys of modded Minecraft. There's so many things you could be working on.
Yeah, and most of them require redstone.
Yep.
Such an almost useless thing in vanilla Minecraft. Like, it's still useful, don't get me wrong. But, like, modded makes it so much more useful.
I think it and iron are probably the most disproportionately used.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay.
I put multi-shot on my sword, or potato recovery on my sword.
I didn't make enough fucking alloy. Obsidian.
Sharpness 10 is a given, but I already have that, so back in there you go.
Do you want sharpness 11, though?
I don't think we can get that.
I have an ancient tome that probably disagrees with you.
My engine jumps at a max of 10.
Hmm. Have you tested
max
it?
of 10. I haven't, so I guess here I go, but the server crashes, you know whose fault that? Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Damn.
I like the sentiment of what you're saying, but my ancient tome disagrees with your.
Yeah, apparently.
Sharpness 10.
Coins.
Probably don't need. Oh, Sweeping Edge is pretty good.
Sweeping Edge is definitely one of the more underrated enchants.
Yeah, I might as well grab that while I'm at it. Sweeping Edge 6.
Hells yeah. Ooh.
Just trying to make sure I don't do that stupid thing where I forget to teach the library each enchant. Then again, when you're using Botania for enchanting, it doesn't matter as much because it's not like you lose the books.
Yeah. Do I write the power underneath, or do I write the fluid underneath? What do you think?
For which one?
For the Magmator. Like, do I extract the power in a hidden manner and keep the fluid visible, or do I hide the fluid and make the power visible?
I personally find fluid to be more visually appealing.
That's fair.
So,
it's also the one that's already visible right now, so I guess if I don't have to change it. We're gonna call this generators for the time being. That won't matter, but... Oh. Yeah. I should probably. Otherwise, I'm going to encourage people to start stealing from me. I know
I'll
at
make
least.
your Entangleporter private.
Yeah, because I know at the very least, if Mystic could get away with it and, you know, not have to use power, she very well might do that.
Yeah.
And I don't mind people borrowing some of my resources, don't get me wrong, but I also do want them to play.
You want them to play the video game?
Yeah. So, that's taking care of that. Now, I already made the Infinity Booster. Did that one off cam too. So now I just need some wireless setup. No, we don't want the advanced wireless transmitter. We learned that one the hard way. More specifically, you did. We'll do that.
Also learning the hard way that even if you have a creative mana pool, enchanting can still take a goddamn lifetime when you only have one spark connection.
I should probably make a player transmitter while I'm at it. Just to charge the grid.
Would be wise. I mean, especially where the dimension card isn't exactly hard to make.
No. Because really I just need to make...
Enderman.
Yeah. I just need to make 4 of these range boosters and I have the dimension card for our ass.
The thing I don't get about Powa, though, is like, you know, looking at the reactor, the max generation factor is 500k, and like I think there's some efficiency stuff that you and I haven't really played with yet.
Yeah.
Fair enough, sure. Like, I have a nitro battery in my inventory because I realized it's infinity better than the thermal capacitor ever will be. That thing has a capacity of 2 billion FE and a max IO of 2 million. The same with the energizing rod. Well, not the energizing rod, sorry, the player transmitter. What generator are you using in Powa that generates 2 million FE per tick?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're still pulling mana? I don't... How speed up?
Let's see. Later.
Can I tick accelerate a spark?
You probably could.
I don't think I can, because it's not like an entity that I can really right-click on.
That's
with
fair.
Yeah, no time and bottle and play nice. That's one thing that Mythic Botany added that was so good, and I can't remember what the name of it was, but that stupid item that was just like infinity mana transfer capacity.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Because god, that thing was glorious. Like, obviously in that pack too, I had actually bullshit amounts of mana just using Apotheosis combined with Mythic Botany nonsense. But at least then, if I wanted to enchant a sword like I'm doing right now, instead of sitting here waiting for 30 minutes for my spark to figure out what it's doing, it would just be done.
Yeah.
Because it could pull from so many mana pools at once. Whatever. Gives me a chance to do something else, I guess.
Just the way you said 30 minutes there, by the way, made me instantly think of that scene with Loki when Doctor Strange pulls him out of the portal. I have been falling for 30 minutes!
Yeah, a little bit. The sass that comes with it.
Yeah.
Actually, you can pick up the books once the enchantment starts, right? After it's done doing the boop boop. Oh, hey, it's about to do the thing finally. Thank Christ. That took a while. Although, to be fair, I did put Capturing 4, Sweeping Edge 6, Vorpal 9, Frostbite 9, Life Leech 5, Looting 5, and Sharpness 10 on there. So, like, that is quite a lot.
Yeah, that's just a little bit, huh? Alright. So I've now turned off my entire refined storage system instantly.
Good start.
Yeah. And now we're going to put down the quantum entangler porter like I should have already done. Set it to the generator network. And watch it not supply power. Why? Oh, because you are by default set to input and not auto eject. There. That does it. Okay. So that gets us wireless. Oh, right. Still need to bind that. Infinite access to my refined storage system in this dimension.
Very reasonable thing to have.
Yep. It's also not good enough. So we're going to put this over here, do that, and no, I won't bother set you up to work yet because I'm gonna upgrade that to a nitro. I should make another quantum entangle porter. This is fine for the moment. I will maybe do that off cam. Let's yeah, let's see about making a player transmitter. And I swear I'm only getting ever so slightly distracted. I can speak. Arial Pearl.
I mean, it is pretty hard.
English is a difficult language.
I think that's a very reasonable statement, yeah.
Now it's daytime out. Oh, there's zombies on the map, though.
You can always make a gate and just get them that way.
Yeah, I found a zombie burning to death and caught him in my aerial pearl. That's fine.
You didn't even put him out before you put him out of his misery. How dare you?
Nope. He can continue to burn in the afterlife.
Is a zombie in the afterlife if it's dead but also not?
I mean, at that point you get into the discussion of when does the soul leave the body?
That's true.
Max IO is 4K. I think that's probably fine.
Which is not a discussion we're having today.
But it might be a discussion we have later.
Yeah. We're not taking a stance on that at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so binding card. This'll work in this dimension. So I need to go gets me an Enderman. And you gave me an excellent way to do it.
What, a gate?
Yeah. There we go. Large. Oh, I don't have the... Oh, wow, I really... Okay, we'll just do a small gate. That's fine. I only need one. Also, I felt like such an idiot earlier today, because I struggled to get through the ethereal glass of my room so many times. I'm a goddamn phantom.
I was waiting to hear one of two things, which is either I remembered I'm a phantom or I just made it 3 blocks tall.
I could make it 3 blocks tall, but I'm a phantom. I don't need to do that.
You sure don't, no.
I could also turn off the crusher every time I go in, but
That would also be a smart thing to do. Which is precisely why it won't happen.
Yeah, pretty much. I should put
Pink
this
slime, let's go.
my grid slot. There we go.
Good God.
We'll have a reasonable amount of pink slime.
I just turned it back on because I realized one of the things I wanted to do was creative flight, and I decided the way I'm going to do that is with the permanent flight ritual. And source is hard.
Source is kind of hard, yes.
It's actually not that hard because mob killer with whatever that source link is makes it very easy. But creative source is even better.
This is very true. And it's unfortunately not as hard as I thought it was going to be to get.
Well, again, not that hard if you're willing to do shenanigans.
And if you know about those shenanigans.
Yeah, you have to be both willing to participate in shenanigans and be aware of said shenaniganery.
Yeah.
I was mostly having a laugh because I was like, you know what, I want my pink slime to generate faster, so I tick accelerated the furnace I'm using as wireless power because I haven't bothered to set up quantum entanglement porters yet. I tick accelerated the slaughter factory, and I tick accelerated my max tier apotheosis spawner just to watch magic.
Yeah.
Like, more pigs than some people will see in like a years-long vanilla Minecraft series were just evaporated into dust.
Yep.
So my greedy ass can place orders on Amadron in bulk. Which I so wish there wasn't a cap of 512. I have to press this button. I have to place orders so many times.
Well, I guess that's the price you pay.
It is. I mean, the other price I pay is having to download an auto clicker to actually complete the quest for me enough times to pick up all the Dragonite coins, because I'm a lazy piece of shit and I'm not doing that 250 times.
So many things.
Okay. Speaking of, I have an auto clicker to go turn off. Oh, goodness.
There we go. So that
Minecraft.
gets me that.
You silly.
Now. No.
Clicker.
I should probably shift that up.
Big location is going to be there. Start.
That way, monitors will work properly. Pattern terminal. Another pattern, which means this. Another thing I'm gonna have to go get here pretty soon is quartz.
If you have any of those blimps that are up in the air, highly recommend those.
Oh yeah, I could deconstruct the blimp, you are correct.
That's what I did. It gives it like 1,000, 2,000 blocks of quartz, and you can chip or re-chisel them back into normal quartz blocks.
Yeah, I'll probably look into doing that, I'll be honest. Why am I running around to all of these grids? You know what, it's fine.
It takes you so long after you craft wireless for the first time to remember every time, oh yeah, I have wireless.
Yeah. Well, it's also now, like, I have all of these backpacks. Besides the one that's auto-feeding me, these backpacks are now irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for some reason, it doesn't recognize the fact that I've created a pattern, but it still pulls it when I tell it to pull it. Which is very odd.
Technology is great until it's not.
Yep. Oh, okay. I had a lot more gems stashed away than I thought it did. Beauty.
I was actually thinking your shop allowed me to be lazier than even perhaps was intended, because given my pink slime antics, when I wanted to make the player transmitter from Powa, I was like, I could actually do Powa as was intended, or I could just YOLO a bunch of coins into the shop and see how many high tier crystals I can get.
Yeah.
It didn't work that well.
I don't doubt it. I did actually set the random chance thing to, you know, be somewhat random, and weighted properly.
Honestly, Apotheosis has to be the mod that breaks these mod packs the most, because those spawners, like, when I was thinking, oh, you know what, I want to make the creative crystal from Mistag and get into making some high tier essences. Did I do that by, like, actually getting into it and playing with anything meaningfully? No. What did I do? I just made a Vindicator spawner, shot looting 10 on a grinder, got like 200,000 emeralds, which, hello EMC when we get to that point, and gave myself like 100,000 Inferium essence, and then just set up a tier 3 crafter with a logistical pipe and said, go nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling about the emeralds, because I've been slowly amassing a pile of them with my infinite emerald thing. I'm up to 14.1k so far, which isn't bad, considering that is a relatively slow method of generating them.
Oh, I don't have enough Dragonite for it yet? No.
Okay. That makes enough. You know what? I can make enough gold that this is kind of irrelevant. Let's make 16. That's fine. Perfect. Okay. Now that I have that, we make... ran out of that. Alright. There. That's enough to get me by. 9 of those. I need more. Of course I do. Much quartz? Oh. Yeah. Running a little tight. Okay. Eyes of Ender. 2, 5, 6. Now I just need to kill the Wither a few times. Yay.
I guess the Wither's about to get set up in the arena and just bullied.
Ooh. That gives me a bit of an excuse to put the fans on, doesn't it?
Does. Just something you said you were going to do.
It is. Let's, I guess, look into doing that. I need a lot of feathers to do that, though. And I do mean a lot of feathers.
You do. If you need some, I know you want to do things on your own, but you can certainly borrow some if you need.
Yeah. The problem becomes, how many of these do I need? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna fight it myself. Before I do that, though, I am gonna make a bullshit sword to replace my current trident.
Yeah, you could probably make something a lot better.
Yeah, because my trident only does 9 damage, And I have unobtainium. So
Same.
we're going to... Ooh, what do I have in the blueprint pack? A sword blueprint. Perfect. So, yeah, I do 2 with a tool rod. What kind of tool rod do I have? Vibranium? Unobtainium?
It depends on what you want from it.
I just want to get, like, maximum damage, I guess is the best way to put it, without having to grade the materials and stuff like that.
Maximum you can probably do right now, if you've been there, is Firelight from Twilight Forest.
Really?
It's got 1.1x, I think, on the damage multiplier. I think the only thing that's better is fiery ingots from Elemental Craft, I think, are better.
Interesting. Durability wise, I guess unobtainium is probably the best at 4.5.
I think so, yeah. I was using the All the Mods 6 spreadsheet, which has all of them in it, which gives you a pretty good reference, but I don't know if the values have changed much since then. Is the problem.
Yeah. So Firelight from Elemental Craft doesn't get turned into a tool rod. Fiery ingot. Ingot. There we go. Fiery ingot. Tool rod. Attack damage times 1.17.
Yeah, and that's like as good as you're gonna get. I think 1.2 is the highest, and that was again on the old spreadsheet, so I don't even know if it's still valid.
Night metal is 1.26.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that thing must be out of date. Damn. Night metal it is, so I can do that. I think.
Crimson iron is 1.1.
I mean, if you end up finding something better, let me know, because so far the configuration I've gone with, which is pretty good, is a graded unobtainium sword blade, a fiery tool blade, a white wool grip, a netherite coating, and a quartz tip upgrade.
Mm.
That currently has me at 173 damage. But, like, obviously Starlight enchanting and other things would make it better.
Yeah. I'm just checking through them all. Bronze actually has an attack damage increase. Not much. Invar isn't? Yeah, Invar is actually better.
What are you using to look through them all?
I just typed in ingot in JEI and I'm just holding control.
Oh, I see.
It won't give me every material, because some
No.
materials aren't ingots. Nickels.
I've admittedly been a little disappointed in the gems. I feel like they don't actually do that much.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so iron or night metal is definitely the highest attack damage bonus. At least in that. Attack damage. Yeah, no, that doesn't let me search that. I was really kind of hoping it would. Okay. So I could go and start the Twilight Forest and really get myself nice and distracted.
I mean, that is the name of the game, isn't it? Distraction Craft?
It's definitely... Actually, Blaze Rod is 1.2.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did I not make a Blaze? No, I made a Blaze Gold tool rod. You know what? Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna use Blaze Rod. Screw it.
I think that's better than my current. Oh yeah, and it's already a tool rod, so sure.
I'm assuming that Unobtainium is our best attack damage.
From what I could tell, yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm the one who programmed it, and at 95, it's kind of nutty. Yeah, that's a 118 damage sword without any grading or anything at all. And when in either hand, it gives me plus half a block reach distance.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
One of the more random buffs, but I'm not mad about it.
So we're gonna kill a few withers. Say, yeah, 8 withers. Why not?
What did those withers ever do to deserve what's happening to them?
They existed. That is all. Also,
You were born.
No, that still worked. Interesting. I was lied to.
Bye.
I was made to believe that if you put a wither skull on backwards on a wither, it would not summon the wither. It totally summoned the wither.
Yeah, I thought it didn't really matter as long as the head ended up there.
I watched a video the other day where he put it on backwards and it didn't work. Oh.
They were lying.
Yep.
Don't listen to Big Wither. They're just trying to lure you into a false sense of security that you're not going to get fucking ganked.
I love 3-shotting wither.
Very reasonable.
Yep.
I'm having an infinity drill with efficiency. What do I have on this right now? Efficiency 7. It's not as fast as it could be, but it's 11 by 11 at speeds that are not reasonable.
Actually, I just realized I should really go get a learning thing from Hostile Neural Networks.
Oh, that's a good point.
So
Get yourself ready to make the loot fabricators.
Yeah, because I want to make one to make nether stars. Because it's just the quietest method of doing it.
Well, probably one of the more server tick rate friendly ways of generating mob loot.
Yeah. So put that into my offhand.
Well, there's a curio slot you can put the learning thing in.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not gonna hang on to it when I don't need it, so.
Sure. I don't know what I came here mining for other than just the satisfaction of just deleting gigantic swaths of stone.
And that's all you need.
Kinda, yeah. I guess I kinda need some diamonds, so.
Scroll of Regeneration 5. Interesting. Conduit Power 5. Satisfaction 3. Ooh, netherite sight. That could be useful. Tensite, bismuth site. We don't even have bismuth.
But you have sight for it.
Actually, we might have bismuth because of the gems mod. I don't actually know that. Reservation. Hey. Aquatic life. Love 5. What does the effect love do?
Do you really want to know?
No, not really. Oh, I guess I'm full on heart containers. You need any heart containers?
Oh, like the ones from the Paraliner mod?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm full on those as well.
We've got...
The downside of having too much looting.
Yep. I don't even have looting, and it's just killing withers. That's all you need.
Why are you killing so many withers? What have they done to you?
They've done a lot, but that's not really the point.
They make the mistake of existing again.
Yep. I mean, there was that one wither on that public server you and I were on that just obliterated us, and we just gave up on that server and left it to them.
Oh yeah, I do remember that now.
Okay, dimensional card installed. It does appear to work in my base, at least. Let's go to the mining dimension. Yep, cross-dimensional RS system. Lego! Alright.
Now, did you make a super wireless crafting terminal?
I did. And I think there's a keybind to switch its mode, but I don't remember what that keybind is currently set to.
By default, it's set to go fuck.
Yeah, that's probably true. By default, it appears to be set to delete. Yes. Yes, it is. Excellent. Alright.
How they trick you. You go to switch the mode, and then you just delete your entire PC.
Yep.
I should really put fortune on that. Friggin' Aldemodium only being able to be mined by Aldemodium.
Gotta go mine a blimp now. I think it's over this way. Yep, there it is.
Sentence that seems very reasonable to say to somebody out loud. Hey, what are you up to today? I'm just gonna go mine a blimp real quick. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go mine a flying vehicle.
You know, I may as well take the concrete while I'm at it.
Yeah. You can always just change its color if you need it for something else.
Oh no, I am being attacked.
Please describe to me in great detail your sincere and believable fear.
The phantoms are scary.
Very, very afraid. Ooh, I'm afraid.
Yep. Especially with this one-hit kill sword.
Yeah. The scariest thing to think of is that it's not even as OP as it could be.
Nope.
As you know, I'm going on a mission so long as the server's alive to find the maximum possible damage.
Oh, I hope it's at least 150. That way we can two-shot a wither.
Sword? Yeah, I'm over 170 now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
No, I think if you Starlight Charge, we should be able to. In my humble opinion, I have no idea if this is actually possible. I'd like to see us get into like 1,000.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What, do we not have Uru or whatever that stupid thing was from Altamod 6 or whatever that is?
No, we don't.
I believe
as well mine this obsidian, because I always need obsidian. Another thing I'm gonna have to fix.
Infinite obsidian? Impossible.
I'm still not sure which method I want to use to get infinite obsidian, though.
Well, you already have infinite lava, so RS seems like the most straightforward.
It is probably the most straightforward. You are correct about that. But if it's the most straightforward, that doesn't necessarily make it interesting, though.
The most interesting way to do it would be to create a platform that just sails around the nether looking for those obsidian like furnaces that stick up out of the lava and just mines those. Get that going, you'll be golden.
Just somehow integrate the computer system so that it recognizes obsidian.
You're getting it.
The sad thing is there's probably a way of doing relatively close to that.
I would expect so, yeah.
Actually, another thing I need to get into here pretty soon before somebody beats it to me, or beats it to me? Yeah.
Beats it to you. Somebody just beats it into me.
Somebody's gonna beat me my rights.
Oh.
But yeah, before somebody beats me to it, though it doesn't really matter, is I want to get to trains.
To-do list is too large, my friend.
It kind of is, and yet my to-do list, my actual to-do list that I have pinned on the side of my screen, is quite small, because I haven't updated it. Every time I think of something, I don't necessarily update it, and that's kind of the problem. Do I take damage from this thing? No, I don't. That was a mod I considered adding, is a mod to make the stonecutter give us damage. Just for the
That would have been very rude of you.
It would have, wouldn't it? It would have been interesting. Not really. Ooh, ancient compass. Mystic is going to be very confused if she ever comes back to this village.
Why? Have you just deleted it?
No, the blimp was above the village.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm assuming she remembers the blimp was there.
Well, I'm still leaving all the slabs and stuff, so it's just floating here midair.
Hell yeah. What happened here? I don't know. Someone just... It's like a pirate shows up and instead of actually taking anything, they just walk onto your ship, steal the sails, and then leave. Like, why?
Yep.
If you're gonna do it, commit to the bit, guys. Come on.
I do kind of love the occasional just fart in the background because of the whoopee cushion.
I wish I wasn't as much of a child as I am, but yes, it's very hard not just to go, ooh. Like, should we find that funny at this age? Perhaps not. Do we? Yes. There have been an amount of times where I have just been like bored waiting for something to happen, so you'll just hear in the background just
Yep. Just start twerking.
Well, it's especially weird when you're cosplaying as a furry, as all of us are for Creative Flight, so you don't actually twerk, you just stand in place, and once in a while you just let one rip.
So, I did learn that we do actually crouch, it's just... it doesn't show up on our screen because the Wilden Hunter just basically sinks into the floor a couple inches.
Oh yeah. Love that. Part of why I wanted to work on Creative Flight and having infinite source was so that I could actually, you know, be a human as opposed to just cosplaying as a furry, which nothing wrong with that, but oh wait, no, I wanted mundane potion. What's mundane potion made from again?
Redstone is a good one. It's made from a few things, but redstone's one of the easiest.
I don't have enough redstone.
Nobody ever does. Okay. So I have mined an entire blimp's worth of quartz.
Now you get to use... I cannot remember if it was rechiseled or chipped. Either way, you get to use an awful interface to try and convert them all back.
Well, I might just be able to use... Yeah, I can use the enrichment chamber on the chiseled quartz. And... I can use the enrichment chamber on the smooth quartz as well to turn it into blocks of quartz. So I might just... I could use rechiseled, you're not wrong. But I might just skip it altogether.
Sure.
It won't be the fastest thing in the world, but... installer. I need to upgrade... probably to the elite tier. Oh, I'm at... let's make... handful boy. Oh. Boom. Boom. That's large enough for now. Ooh, so much smooth quartz, it's ridiculous.
Smoothest of quartz.
I should probably set this up to auto import into the system.
Probably, yeah. Should probably set up everything.
I probably should. I have a lot of architecture to set up that I just haven't been setting up.
It's one of the biggest struggles for me was getting into my machine building, as I was like, well, I don't really want to just build something underground. Like, obviously, my auto crafting and resource generation and stuff. Do we have combat machines?
I don't believe we do.
Ooh. But I was like, okay, sure, I'm going to cram a bunch of that stuff underground, but I at least wanted... I've been trying to make a habit of building at least something above ground for everything. So I was like, sure, I'll build a building. It's not that much work, but it's more work than you want to put in something.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't use quiet. Is the server lagging?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm making a trek to the end portal.
Ah, I see. I forgot to mark the end portal. Actually, could you let me teleport to you before you jump into the end? That would be good. Actually, don't worry about that now that I think about it, because your end portal is going to be massively far away from mine.
Probably, yeah. It might be a waystone nearby, though.
Also, it did not occur to me when we were talking about it earlier, but Did you consider the fact of how did Gabby get to the end?
Not really.
Because she had been on for less than 8 hours when she sent that message.
So what? She found 12 eyes that quickly?
Yeah. I didn't
Made
even
Ender eyes?
I didn't even tell her about the mod, so she must have either read about it or just found them and looked it up. But yeah, she got 12 eyes that quickly, found an end portal frame, and opened it up.
Impressive. Well, you can TP to this one if you want, otherwise I'm... Ah.
That was a rubber band and a half.
Huh?
Yeah, you know what? I'll come and mark it, because there's probably a closer one, but as you say, there might be a waystone around there.
Give me a sec to be out of the water. Whee!
Oh no, I'm falling through the world.
I just stood in a pool of lava. Come on, server, you can do it.
If you really... I'm at negative 700 and falling. 800, 900. Oh, I'm 1,000 down.
Oh, he's going.
I think we're gonna get kicked.
It would seem that way, yes.
Yep. Because the noises just stopped, so... Yep, timed out. Or did the server crash? I need to ask.
Looks like the server's still up.
Okay. Oh. It's funny, the first time I crashed, I switched from my desktop capture to the game capture. And it has the added benefit of having the Discord reactive images. So I just look over and I see you holding whatever the hell that thing is.
It's something.
It is something. I don't know what kind of something it is, though.
I think it's supposed to be a penguin. I really don't know. I just thought it was funny.
I actually spawned in. Yay.
I might.
Yeah, everything is 18,000 blocks away.
I'm in the end.
End of portal. Save. Let's go see if there's a waystone nearby.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh. You are under an ocean.
Mm-hmm. And Highlands was that way.
Well, besides this tropical jungle...
There's a waystone about 1,500 blocks away.
I could probably find a closer end portal to home.
That is very likely to be true, yes.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how the server does going home. Oh, it didn't crash.
Disappointment? Question mark?
Yeah, no. Blood moon has begun. Okay. I need to focus up slightly. So, I want crafters at this point.
You gotta teach your system to craft the crafters.
I kinda do, yeah.
But in order to do that, you need a crafter so that you can teach your system how to craft the crafters.
See how these cyclical dependencies suck?
Mm.
On the bright side, I'm no longer running shy on nether quartz, so it really doesn't bother me to make enriched iron.
You'll stop counting and just make a few stacks and say, yeah, that'll do for a while.
Pretty much. Okay. We're gonna put crafters in this wall, and actually I should upgrade this right off the bat, because I can. There it is. That's an iron crafter. Oh, the neural processors are a pain.
Yeah. Not too bad, but just annoying enough.
Yeah, it's just that the fact that they require the raw processors. Oh, I need more silicon. Guess I'll make a few stacks of that. Okay. And
Have we found a better way to get silicon other than just mist egg?
I hadn't even started doing the mist egg. I'm just converting quartz.
No, I know. I was just thinking, like, in terms of future resource gen, like, have we ever found a better way to generate silicon than just mist egg seeds?
Not that I can think of. Because, I mean, when we had AE installed, I would have said Crystal Growth Accelerator and just smelt it. But we don't have AE installed anymore, so that's not a viable answer.
And good riddance, because fuck AE.
A little bit, I'm gonna be honest. It has some decent integrations, but I don't know. Even with the mod that allows you to no longer have types on your disks, it's still the more annoying one to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I need to set up my machine room to accept auto-crafting. Which means I need another quantum entangler porter.
This is why you have two separate machine rooms, one for manual stuff and then one for automated stuff.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I have some work to do, though, right? Like, it'll take some setup. I could do that. What other things do I have to do? I've created my new sword, so that's fine. I should really set up more drillers, but I can do that off cam, because those are kind of a pain to do on. It's always the casino. I could go toy around with the casino for a bit.
You could.
I very well could. I don't know that I will, though.
What else will you potentially get distracted by?
Well, it's not necessarily me being distracted at this point. It's what can I reasonably do on camera that's not going to take ages and be kind of boring. Unfortunately, though, it does seem like everything I want to do is kind of just going to need to be done through auto-crafting. So we set up auto crafting, I guess, properly.
There you go.
Yep. And to start, we get rid of the heat gen, because I don't need the heat gen anymore. That out of the picture. Also, for those curious on how I'm quickly switching between materials in the dank storage thing, if you middle click on a block, it'll select it from that inventory if it holds it. Okay. And that's done. Let's get another quantum entangler porter, which means I need that. I'm gonna need. Let's make another 16. Means 2 diamonds. And the obsidian. Alright. Now, 4 of that and 4. And let's make some speed upgrades this time around, because I know I can.
I know I can. I know I can.
I think I can. I think I can. That was the crusher. I don't need to be upgrading my crusher.
No?
Not really. That's also osmium dust, not osmium ingots. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go, that's a much better speed. Entanglo porter. I could also just use my entangled block that I made a while ago and link it to the generator. I think that would work.
No?
And we'll do it the right way. Redstone.
Ooh.
I know. How much redstone do I need? I just need 8 to make 64 alloy, right? Also, a little hint for YouTube, I'm working on a button system for Computer Craft or another project that might be that. The Blood Moon sets, yay! Except it really didn't matter because nothing can see me anyway.
Yeah, I just have the mega torch down, so it doesn't really matter for me.
Yeah. Probably put a mega torch down. I should really put a mega torch down at the casino. Because we have a bit of an issue with the guardians on the outside of it.
Oh, yeah.
And obsidian, so each one does 2, so I need 8. Perfect. And ow. Dangle. Hmm. Do those. Do these. teleportation core. Entangloporter acquired. Okay. Now. Actually, does the Entangloporter do input-output? It does. Okay. Good. At that. What you imbuing?
It's a secret.
Oh no. We're all
I
gonna
could tell
die.
you, but then I would have to kill you.
We're all gonna die anyway. Whatever you're doing, it isn't good.
What I am doing is perfectly reasonable.
Son of...
I think you are unjustly making accusations towards me.
Mm-hmm. And what proof do you have that I'm making unjust accusations?
I think the fact that you're making accusations at all is unjust.
Ooh.
I don't think I've ever made any. I don't think I've done anything to deserve accusations. I've done nothing but be trustworthy and reasonable.
Well, you got me there. Do I need this ultimate energy cube? Probably not. Am I going to use it anyway? Why the fuck not? Energy cube. Inserting on all sides except that one. We'll set that to input output. Actually, let's just set everything to... Oh, that's neat. Yeah. That and pass this one down. Which one is this? This one. Okay.
Source, can a single source jar hold?
10,000.
Okay, so there's enough in there right now.
We'll put the quantum entangloporter here. Can I put... Oh, I can! Ooh. Being distracted. Let's put this here. Just that. Each. 1 gold, 1 iron. It does. Why are you like this? What? Okay, I've got weird rendering or lighting glitches happening. This is fun.
I love it.
So, for the time being... No, not like that. Like this. And configure energy. Auto eject. Done. Perfect. We'll put that like that. And we can hide this up here. Ooh. Up here. Hello? Why no? Oh, it's 2 block tall, isn't it? Yep. And I thought the antenna was just for show.
You're just for show.
Well, you're not entirely wrong. Oh, well, I'm counting cables. Let's just hook it up like that. And we'll put that there. I've got 4 mechanism machines, so we'll set them to either side. And we put that back in. Okay. And now I've got enough cables that I can actually do this proper. Let's do it proper.
Does Ars Omega have information on the rituals inside of it, or no? Doesn't seem like it.
It has information on some of them.
So they're trying to see if there's a source cost to permaflight.
Oh, yes, there is.
Do you happen to know how much?
No.
Would 20,000 be enough?
It only accepts 1 jar at a time, so probably.
It's only 1 jar. I'll just fill 1 jar and hope for the best.
At the very least, that was the max limit I hit when creating recipes, because I tried to do recipes that had like 10 jars worth and it wouldn't accept it. Not even 2 jars worth.
Side note, if you want any pork, please come take it from my system, because I have actually too much now.
I mean, I've got like over 1,000 bread, some mushroom stew, cooked mutton, steak. Long story short, I've got a lot of things to eat, and then I have the eternal steak. So...
Yeah, I know. It's just... I've been using pigs as my source. Because I have that running for pink slime now, so I just have a lot of pork.
That is very fair. Okay, so now that we have that, put those away for the time being. I need crafters. How do I want to do this? God, I wish I knew enough about programming Minecraft mods to make a extension for Laser AO.
I got... Wait. Oh, you're rich. Do you have a wiki?
Those.
Sure we don't, but ours has that book that tells you about rituals. So maybe it's plugged into that.
Actually, that's fine for the moment. We'll do that. Interfaces.
Rituals. Yeah, permaflight. Source cost is high, however. It says near permanent flight, which lasts for a very long time and cannot be removed by milk.
Yeah.
So what does near permanent mean? Is it permanent or not?
It's not. It's like the that one that makes you, if you wander into a village, it triggers a thing, a raid. It's like that, where it's lasts for so long that it seems like it's permanent.
So how do I actually get permaflight then? Mistag seems to be the only thing I've seen that would actually give it otherwise.
Yeah, Mistag is about the only other one that I didn't gate in some way, shape, or form.
But you can only put flight augments from Mistag inside of Mistag armor, right?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
So you could look into making the Project E-Ring.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's another way of doing it. That's creative flight, right?
It is creative flight. You're just not gonna like it.
Oh, the crafting recipe? Yeah, I know that. Well, I've got this version of permaflight, so it'll last a while. Have to be a furry.
I should actually make that the Mistag thing.
Being a furry?
No! I'm looking at the Swiftwolf rendering Gale. And one of the things that I have is the Raven Feather, which doesn't really do anything flighty. But
it's a bird, you see.
It's a bird. But Mistag, now that has a flight augment.
Very, very confused because it said it was a high source cost. It used 4,000 source.
That's not as much as I was expecting.
That is almost nothing, arguably.
Does it even have a countdown timer on the permanent flight yet?
For me, no, it's XX:XX.
Yeah. So that just means it's, I think, above 30 minutes or above an hour? I forget which it is.
Hopefully, long enough.
Oh, it's long enough for something.
What else should I do before I wrap it up for the night is the question.
And now I need a stack and speed upgrade. And I need you to rotate. Am I actually gonna have to make the wrench? I wonder if the crescent hammer works. It's gonna be a real waste when it doesn't. Yeah. Why do I have a quest for the crescent hammer?
That is a very good question.
Alright, we're making this wrench then. Boop. No. Boop. There we go.
Oh.
And like so. And nope, 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 there. To go in under.
Fuck yeah, I've got so much health, my health bar went pink.
Interesting. I'm up to green personally.
Ooh, what if I turn into a Hydra? How much health do I have now? Ah!
And now we also need laser IO.
Interesting. Once you go past pink, you just go back to red.
Interesting.
Although it's a different shade of red, it's more of a pinkish red. This is very reasonable.
I'm sure it is. Gonna do that. Like so. This is insert card. I didn't need to make as many. Good. Fine. You are going to be extract 64 every tick. I could set up the rest of these. I won't for the time being though. That away and wrench can I need to do something. What was it doing? Blah 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 blah.
Very good.
Yep. I was gonna make a silicon pattern. That's what I was doing. Not really, but it's a good way of testing. Let's also make process. So, oh, this isn't set to J. Processor. Okay. To tree. And we'll tree. So toss those into there. This here. I ask for Perfect. So, that's going to need to have some speed upgrades. Oh, right, I was getting speed and stack upgrades. That's what I was doing. Speed.
You got there in the end.
Yep. Which needs this. And we'll teach you. And I'm about to run out of patterns, so let's teach it patterns.
Mhm.
Now make
Everyone's favorite pattern to teach: how to make more patterns.
I don't have enough redstone. Make
Noticing
64.
a theme.
Okay. How do I want to do Mist Ag? That's the better question.
Kind of sad we don't have compact machines, because that was a really nice way to have Mistag create farms, but not all over the place.
Well, and I'm debating, do I want to do a Mist Egg create farm, or do I want just botany pot it? Because they're a lot more compact.
They sure are.
You know what? I've been going for like an hour 40. Maybe I'll wrap it up here and think about how I want to do that. Maybe I'll go actual mining or something. Oh,
Don't believe you.
Yeah, probably not. And I'll set up some more auto crafting in the background and... Oh, wait, that's how I wanted to do redstone. I was going to do it the create way. Duh. I'll set that up off cam, because I think I've already set... Yeah, I set up one of them on cam, so... Either way, for the time being, though. Bye, YouTube.